Okay guys, welcome back to Happy Brewing, Happy Eating Stenson again. So I've got me an apron sorted now, and I've got me a smashing logo, if you can see that now, which has been very kindly sorted out to me by a relative of mine. So I'm going to show you how to do what I do with the chilli. Now I'll say the camera work's a bit difficult for me, so this is the best I can do really. But I'm going to show you what I do now with chilli. Is a dish from America, Texas chili. It's basically the national dish of the state of Texas, and it was a dish really that was developed for feeding cowboys. Obviously they had huge distances to travel in America, and it was quite often to give a cowboy a bed for the night, because they were miles away from anywhere, and often they had a free bowl of chili as food. It was called a bowl of red. There are lots of recipes for chili, and it's obviously now a world dish that's cooked all over the place. So there's no actually set recipe for it. A proper Texan chili recipe would use chuck steak, and they would keep it going for ages and ages on the stove, and it would become very tender. Similar to in the UK, we used to have a stew. There's an old saying, you always had a pot of stew on the stove, always, and everything just went into it. It was similar to that with the chili. In actual fact, chili is so popular in Texas now, they sell more chili sauce than they do tomato ketchup, interestingly enough. So this is my version of a homage to a chili, and it's not completely traditional. It's a UK version of it, if you like, but it's a reasonable version. So this is what I do. Now the spices, there is no need, again, I keep harping on about it, about buy packet spices. Do not buy packet cooking sauces. They're a necessity. Sometimes you've got to use them, I understand that, you haven't got time and people are busy these days, but once you know the basics, there really isn't any need. The spices, and if I put the camera down, hopefully you'll be able to see them. Right, the spices I've got, and this is basically all that's in a chili. Oregano, salt underneath here, sugar, smoked paprika, and chili powder. Now I've put about a teaspoon of chili powder. It's hot chili powder, so it's hot enough. You can always put more in if you want it, but I don't think there's any need. The main spice is this cumin, and I put 2 tablespoons of cumin in. Cumin is what gives a chili its flavour. If I didn't put any of those other spices in, and I didn't put any cumin in, if I put cumin in, it would still taste like a chili. So that's how important cumin is. Cumin is chili. Now I like things to taste what they're supposed to taste like, so I put a good 2 tablespoons of cumin in. Now to make it quicker for you guys to watch, I've already cooked the mincemeat. Now you should use, let's say, chuck steak in a proper Texan chili, but for the sake of ease of making it, and I like to cook chuck steak beforehand to make sure it's tender, it's easier to use mincemeat. It's 20% mince because I want the fat in it. The fat, I haven't had to add any fat, you see. So that goes back into the frying pan, okay, which I'll bring over and show you. Okay, hopefully you can see that cooking. Right. Yeah, okay. Right, now into that, right, I then put 1 big onion and a garlic and some chilli that I've already fried off. Okay, you can see, look at that, that's lovely. Make sure all that comes out. Lovely. Now that's the chilli, the garlic, sorry, that I showed you how to do before, and I put it in a jar and I keep it in the fridge, and so I do with the chilli. So just make sure that's mixed. Okay. Dark chocolate, not milk chocolate, dark chocolate. Okay. Break that up, put that in. Okay, tomato puree, fair bit, whoops. I also put a bit of tomato ketchup in. One of these stock cubes. Water and corn flour. Okay. See that coming together nice. I can show you. That's nice. Right. Red kidney beans. You don't have to use red kidney beans if you don't want to. It's not completely traditional. And you haven't got to use red kidney beans. You could use any sort of beans. Haricot beans would work fine. Any sort of pulses really. But obviously red kidney beans is what we normally use over this country. So that's what I'm going to put in. All those spices which I showed you about earlier. All those go in. The daddy, cumin, that goes in. Okay. Going to give that a good stir around. Remember, all the meat and everything have already cooked. The onions are already cooked. You could in fact do that the night before if you wanted to. So it's really just a case of bringing this up to temperature. Make sure everything's stirred up. And you can see already, doesn't that look better than one of those cooking sauces? Really, really. Look at that. I'm going to raise the temperature. As I say in my videos, I like to try and do them real time. Obviously I've pre-prepared stuff so that you can see what I'm doing, but I pre-prepare the stuff anyway. So what's it matter? Now serving, this is the way I always serve it, which I'm going to show you. Just let that come up to temperature. Now I'm only serving this, I would give this another probably 5 or 10 minutes, but because of the video I don't want to go on too long for you, otherwise they're not good videos there. But you get the general idea there. That's basically done. So we put a nice helping of that in. Nice helping of the chilli in, like that. Okay. Then on the top we put some nice strong cheese. Now obviously I'm using a cheddar. In America I think they've got something called something Jack. I can't remember the name of it. Something Jack, but a fairly nice strong cheese you need. Okay, so I do that. I also put some cream, some sour cream on, right. And also what you could serve with this on the side with it is some rice. Okay, I'll bring that over and show you. Move that out of the way. So what we have here is, hopefully you can see, we've got a nice bowl of chilli, and I've served some nice garlic bread on there with it. Okay.